Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that Senator J.D. Vance has the overwhelming support of this convention to be the next Vice President of the United States.
It's an end to months of speculation. Presumptive Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump selected 39-year-old Ohio freshman Senator J.D. Vance as his vice presidential running mate on the first day of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. In a posting on Truth Social, Trump stated Vance is the person best suited to assume the vice presidency. Vance's political identity centers on his ties to the Rust Belt region of the U.S., and his populist sentiments align with Trump's appeal to the white working class.
Of the options that former President Trump had available to him, Senator Vance was the one who is probably the most closely associated with President Trump's MAGA style and philosophy.
Vice presidential historian Joel Goldstein says the selection is unusual in that most VP picks are an attempt to reach voters outside of their existing base instead of those already in it.
And so I think that what President Trump is hoping is that he will help energize some voters to vote who might not otherwise vote, that he will appeal to people who have a similar background as Senator Vance comes from.
Vance came to prominence in 2016 with his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which detailed the poverty of his upbringing and the industrial and economic decline of his hometown of Middletown, Ohio. Vance's parents divorced early in his childhood, and he was raised largely by his grandparents as his mother grappled with drug addiction. Enlisting in the Marine Corps after high school, Vance went on to graduate from The Ohio State University and Yale Law School. He worked as a venture capitalist in San Francisco for Silicon Valley entrepreneur Peter Thiel, who also donated $10 million to a super PAC, or political action committee, supporting Vance's run for Senate. A former critic of Trump, Vance once described the former president as reprehensible and called him America's Hitler. He has since become a staunch Trump supporter and advocate, but remains the least experienced of Trump's VP contenders.
I think that the attention that will be paid to the issue of presidential succession, both because of the age of the competing presidential candidates and because of the recent assassination attempt on President Trump's life, will raise questions in some voters' minds regarding Senator Vance's readiness to be president on day one, given that Senator Vance has such relatively little experience in high governmental positions.
And in an increasingly divided political environment, as Trump calls for unity across the country, the extent to which his running mate will help heal or add to divisions remains to be seen. Hours after the assassination attempt on Trump, Vance blamed rhetoric by the Biden campaign as the cause. Trinh, VOA News, New York.